So this review is a bit late because the movie did come out 2 days ago, and this is a Netflix movie, so if you have Netflix on your TV, phone, computer, or whatever, you can go watch it for free, but I watched the movie Death Note. So basically, Death Note is based off of an anime. Now, I'm not the biggest anime fan myself. I don't really tend to watch anime, but apparently this is based off an anime or a graphic novel. I'm not sure, one of those two. But this is an American version, and it's about a boy, or a guy, I guess. He's in high school. I don't really know if he's socially awkward, but he's definitely, he's not the coolest cat of the group. And so one day, he gets a book, and basically what happens is there are rules, but if you write someone's name in a book and they die, basically. You write down, Jeff Steenenstein. I don't know, that's a stupid name, but you write down that name and you write down how you want them to die. So like Jeff Steenenstein gets hit by a car, that guy's gonna get hit by a car and he's gonna die. And so that's kind of the whole plot of the movie. This kid gets the book and he starts writing down people's names, and it starts from like, a bully to petty criminals to, world leaders to, what happens after that. So you kind of get the gist of it. Right off the bat, from the first death, I'm like, oh my god, is this really the kind of movie it's gonna be? Because the first death, I don't want to spoil how the person dies, but like, let's just say I didn't see it coming. I wouldn't expect it to happen the way it did. And like, let's just say if you're someone that doesn't really like blood and gore and guts and kind of stuff, this maybe isn't the movie for you. Because like, I mean, I've seen Netflix movies before, and like sometimes, when they are showing someone die, they kind of shy away from being graphic, even though they can do what they want because they're their own company. So if you make a movie or a TV show for Netflix, I'm pretty sure, you can have nudity, you can have as much swearing as you want, you can show someone literally getting torn apart. But like, I didn't actually expect, as much of that in this movie. And like, when I watched it, after I finished it literally minutes ago, I was just like, dang, that was kind of cool. And I'm like, why doesn't Netflix, do this kind of like stuff more? I mean, maybe they do. I don't usually tend to watch a lot of Netflix things. I don't know. But I was really surprised by like how graphic this was. I was like, dang, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like Final Destination a bit. The movie has Willem Dafoe in it. Now, Willem Dafoe, I think, is a great actor. He plays, like, the bookkeeper, kind of. He's a demon. The god of death, I think, is who he's supposed to be, or at least one of the gods of death. And so he's this demon, and so basically he's the one that passes the book along to people. He's like, if you want the book, you can have it, but if you don't want it, put it somewhere and don't bother it for 7 days, and I'll take it and I'll give it to someone else. I think Willem Dafoe did a great job as this demon. I think it was pronounced Ryuk, I don't remember. It's a really like hard name to pronounce. It's Ryuk. Like, I just think he did a great job as the demon. He was fantastic. He was creepy. His visual effects, they don't really tend to show his face. They do, but like whenever they show him, it's kind of a dim lit area. But like, I watched it on my iPad, but if you have your brightness up all the way, you can really see his face, and it's pretty cool. I think where this movie flaws for me is that the first act of the movie is about the kid getting the book and learning what it does, and he kills a couple people. The second act totally like takes a different change, and I wouldn't really say it turns into a political movie, but kind of like a suspense/thriller, because there's this dude. He was the guy from Get Out. The guy who plays this dude, L, he was the dude from Get Out who was the friend that was disappeared, and the dude saw him at the party. He's played by this guy, and so basically he's like one of the world's greatest detectives, and he's trying to figure out who the kid is, like who's doing all these killings around the world. And so I don't know, that second act I just thought was kind of weak from what the first act was, building up from the kid killing numerous people, and then transitioning to this guy being like, I've got my eye on you, I'm gonna figure out who you are. And then the third act just totally transitions into that teen drama. It's like, we can just run away together. This guy has a girlfriend. He's like, we can just run away together and do whatever we want. I never really found that appealing, because I don't know, it always made me uncomfortable, that lifestyle of just running away. I don't know, that was pretty stupid. I think the first act definitely was the strongest. I didn't really care for the girlfriend. She was kind of, she started off alright, but then once, they started developing her character, I was just like, nah, you're just stupid, go away. The main dude who plays the kid was okay. Wasn't really my favorite. There's a scene when he first meets Willem Dafoe's character that was just laughably funny because of his reaction. He's like in detention, then, Willem Dafoe shows up, and just the dude's reaction is like, alright, just cool down a bit, dude, with the overacting. But I mean, he was fine, you know. He's not going to get Oscar nominated for this, but I mean, he was okay. Not the worst in the world, but he could have done better. But there is enjoyment to be had with this movie, you know, watching the people die. It's really cool because of, like, how graphic it is. Like, the boundaries they step with this, and it's cool, you know, the idea of it's really cool. Because, I mean, there, you know, you have slasher flicks, you have zombie movies, you have vampire movies, but then you have this one just kind of about a notebook. You just write someone's name down in it, and, like, you watch, like, you know, I know if I had the book, you know, I'd be taking down criminals, you know, the most wanted people, and like that's what this kid does, but then it turns into something else where it's like he's kind of gone power crazy. And so I think that's really interesting because, you know, like I said, you see slasher flicks all the time, but you never see a movie like this. There are some flaws with it, you know, sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's super entertaining. The third act just was kind of over the top a bit, but like I like Death Note. I think it's entertaining. I mean, like I said, there's some flaws, but I think you'll enjoy it. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Definitely. I mean, it's definitely enjoyable, and I think if you have nothing to do, you should watch it. Thank you all so much for listening. If you've liked what we listen to on here and you want to listen to more, go like, comment, and subscribe. That would really be helpful, and I would really appreciate it. The links to all my social medias are down below in the description. Other than that, this has been A Talk in Depth.